Have you ever wondered if the reality each of us experiences might be a little different? I find myself pondering this idea often, imagining that the colors I see and the sounds I hear may not be exactly the same as those experienced by someone else. In this moment, I realize that our senses shape our personal view of the world, coloring our days with unique shades and tones. It is both a curious and humbling thought to consider that what I label as truth might be someone else's gentle illusion. I find the daily glow of a rising sun, the rustling of autumn leaves, and the whisper of a cool breeze to be clear signs of nature's vibrancy, yet my inner experience of these moments could differ subtly from another's. We create our own realities through memories, emotions, and distinctive perspectives, crafting private worlds within a shared space. The idea is simple yet profound. Though our physical surroundings remain constant, the mental canvases on which we paint our experiences are shaped by who we are. This question lingers in every quiet moment of reflection. Within this exploration, I invite you to consider, can anyone truly understand another's unique reality? Every day, I witness moments that remind me how deeply our brains work to construct what we call reality. As I sit in a sunlit room or stroll through a bustling street, I become aware that what I see might be only a personal version of the world. The gentle glow of a street lamp or the subtle hue of twilight may be interpreted uniquely by each of us. I reflect on the science of perception, aware that our eyes capture light and our ears capture sound, yet it is our mind that organizes these signals into coherent experiences. Even in the simplest act of looking at a painting, my brain decodes colors, contrasts, and shapes, while the brain of another observer might emphasize different details. This realization fills me with both wonder and curiosity. I imagine how factors like past experiences, cultural background, and even our moods can paint the same scene with various emotional colors. Perhaps the vibrancy of a rainbow might evoke intense joy in one person, while another senses merely the predictable arc of hues. In my careful observations of nature and art, I see that every detail, from a fleeting shadow to a burst of light, carries the potential for a distinct interpretation. The interplay of memory, emotion, and sensory input creates a tapestry that is richly woven with personal meaning. With every sight and sound, I am reminded that while we share a physical environment, the perception of each moment is filtered through our unique inner world, making our experiences beautifully diverse and mysteriously subjective. Thus, every experience becomes a canvas on which we each paint our individual truths, a process that remains hidden beneath the surface of shared reality, inviting endless exploration into the marvels of human perception. Our minds reveal wonders beyond measure. Stepping into the busy urban landscape, I become aware of the intricate layers behind what we commonly label as a shared experience. Amid the crowd on a lively street, each passerby continues with their daily routines. Yet the layers of perception among individuals reveal a subtle fragmentation. I observe that while the city pulses with a unified rhythm, each person fills in gaps with personal memories and moods, making the experience uniquely their own. In the midst of this energetic flow, my mind often drifts to the idea that the atmosphere around me is a carefully constructed illusion. A bright storefront or a gentle breeze might appear the same at first glance, but it is processed through a filter of individual experience that can vary greatly from one person to the next. I recall instances where I noticed a striking difference in how a scene was absorbed by individuals I encountered. The same park bench under a sprawling oak tree, bathed in soft sunlight, can evoke feelings of serene calm in one soul while stirring nostalgia in another. This divergence is not a defect, but a beautiful reminder of our inherent subjectivity. I reflect on how our internal narratives, colored by personal history and emotion, can distort a seemingly ordinary moment. It is as if the public spectacle of everyday life is actually a mosaic, assembled from countless private interpretations that never fully overlap. Every observed nuance, whether a fleeting glance or a moment of silence, deepens the mystery of the shared experience, urging me to acknowledge that the unity we sense is often just an illusion crafted by a individually skewed perception. In the quiet moments of observation, The realization of this fragmented experience invites me to embrace uncertainty and celebrate unique perceptions that define our lives. On an autumn afternoon, while observing a forest ablaze with color, I find my thoughts wandering to the vibrant spectrum of emotions that each hue can evoke. As I admire the fiery reds and gentle golds of falling leaves, I contemplate how those colors might awaken different feelings in different hearts. In one instance, the deep red of a leaf may evoke passion and intensity in a solitary observer, while another may see it simply as a tender reminder of nature's timeless beauty. These variations remind me that our perception of color is deeply intertwined with our inner emotional landscapes. As I walk along a winding path, I notice how each scene serves as a living canvas painted with emotions as much as with pigments. The cool blue of a clear sky and the soft green of budding leaves resonate with calm and hope, yet I cannot help but wonder if they might stir a sense of melancholy in someone else. In reflecting upon these quiet moments, I realize that every perception is a personal experience, framed by seasons of change and subtle shifts in the soul. This contemplation leads me to appreciate that the world offers an endless array of emotional responses, each uniquely colored by our memories and past experiences. In the interplay of color and sentiment, I perceive that art and nature speak directly to our hearts, inviting us to experience beauty through the rich tapestry of emotions we carry within us. Every moment in nature and art becomes a vivid reminder that our feelings, shaped by our unique histories, transform ordinary sights into extraordinary experiences. Thus, every glance at a sunset or bloom reinforces the magic of perception. Walking through a quiet park, I consider the delicate bridge between inner perception and external communication. Every word I speak and every gesture I observe is colored by a personal reality that may be entirely different from the experiences of those around me. I reflect on moments when my carefully chosen expressions only hinted at the vast inner world within me, while others, processing the same signals through different filters, understood something entirely different. It is a subtle reminder that language, as powerful as it is, can capture only fragments of the deep, swirling emotions and thoughts that reside within each person. I have witnessed how even the sincerest conversations can sometimes fall short of conveying the full spectrum of one's inner landscape. A quiet walk in nature often left me pondering the limitations of words when trying to describe the awe of a breathtaking view or the quiet intensity of a heartfelt emotion. The challenge of reaching another person through a shared language is not a flaw, but a testament to the unique tapestry of our minds. I understand that every effort to connect is a bold stride into the unknown, where the impressions of sight, sound, and sentiment may never completely align. Through my introspection, I accept that while we strive for understanding, some dimensions of our experience remain inimitably private, lost in translation between souls. In the gentle exchange of ideas and silent moments of reflection, I embrace the reality that, although we try to communicate fully, our internal worlds are as diverse as the stars in the sky, each shining with its own distinct brilliance. Every attempt to understand one another deepens my appreciation for the mystery of human connection. As our individual perceptions weave a complex narrative that words alone cannot define, deeply and truly. Reflecting on my journey through the nuances of perception, I stand in awe of the delicate interplay between our shared environment and our personal inner worlds. I recognize that while the physical landscape is a constant backdrop, each of us perceives it through a different lens, crafted by our memories, emotions, and personal experiences. This understanding inspires a sense of wonder in me, a realization that the diversity of perception does not divide us but enriches the tapestry we collectively form. I consider the idea that the very essence of truth may be less about an absolute, shared reality and more about an amalgamation of countless individual interpretations. In moments of quiet contemplation, as I observe the interplay of light and shadow beneath a sprawling sky, I feel a profound connection to the mystery of human experience. My reflections lead me to embrace the notion that true understanding does not require complete alignment of perspective, but rather an appreciation of the beauty in our differences. The rich mosaic of life emerges from accepting that each individual's view carries its own weight of truth and emotion. I gather that by celebrating our unique perceptions, we can foster deeper connections, marked by empathy and open mindedness. With each thoughtful observation, I am reminded that life thrives in the spaces between certainty and mystery, and it is in these gaps that personal growth and genuine connection are found. In the final analysis, I see that our quest for mutual understanding is not about erasing differences, but celebrating them. Every distinct perspective contributes to a mosaic of shared humanity, encouraging us to keep exploring, questioning, and cherishing the wondrous mystery of our inner worlds. This celebration of difference fills my heart with hope and ignites a continuous journey toward greater collective insight. It inspires us all.